Hey guys, Tyrope here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Amazonia, playing 50 days spawning in the north. We have Moon.
I stand ready.
Playing as the Night Elf, going for a Keeper first. And in the south, playing against him, we have Romantic as human.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So, this is on Nettie's ladder, so no observer unfortunately. But, good news, I've finally figured out how to get the observer overlay working for these replays, which is really good news. So now you guys can enjoy that. Wasn't possible back for 1.30, but now that Nettie's has finally made their way over to the latest version, I can do it. Oh, that creeping didn't go too smoothly there. Denied a creep with the Ancient of War. It's alright. He'll soldier on. Still going to get level 2 from these camps. Oh, cheeky dispel on the water elemental. That might actually impact the next creep camp for a Romantic if he tries to go for anything. Looks like he was using a scout footy to keep tabs on the Keeper, which is now coming over, maybe looking to do some harass. The Entangle is just so strong against the footmen. Can knock them out really quickly.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Even at level 1, you know, just entangle, a little bit of focus fire from the Keeper, maybe some treants chip in for a couple extra hits, and down goes the footy. Very hard to keep them alive against the Keeper. And once he gets level 2 entangle, oh, forget about it.
I stand ready.
But at the moment, both players just trading some shots. Keeping tabs on each other, making sure that neither one's able to creep at the moment. Looks like Romantic, you know, he's got a decent amount of footmen here. Maybe he's looking to go on the aggressive. Try to capitalize on this, maybe do some damage in the base, drain out a bit of moon juice or something. Since at this point, he's invested more heavily into his army, but looks like Moon's gonna build some more archers, try to level the playing field, getting his Hunter's Hall down halfway through his tech. Pretty similar actually for Romantic, who's putting down a blacksmith, so very likely we're gonna see some rifles here.
Your building is
okay, there we go. A couple of treants, a little bit of entangle on the footmen. Archers trying to come in from the other side. So trying to pick off a couple of these footies here. See if you can get some free kills. Archers coming back in. Treants and Keeper focusing down the footmen. Archers chipping in for some more damage. Going back into the Shadow Meld though. No dust. The Archmage. One Archer goes down. In response, looks like we might see another footy go down here though.
I stand ready.
Ooh. Nice deny from the Archmage there. Really well played by Romantic. Moon healing up all his archers back at base. Getting the Ultra Vision out.
Our warriors have engaged.
Tick is about complete. Waiting to see what he's going to build. Oh, gets a Alchemist out. And gets Acid Bomb on a low health footy. Oh, yeah, he did. He denied that. No experience on the Alchemist, so really well played from Romantic denying these footmen here.
Research finished.
Once again, just kind of skirmishing. Both players just chipping away at each other. Okay, Warley going in there, doing a bit of scouting. Doesn't want to give the experience from it, so it's going to keep on moving. Spot the Law going up, second Law in the back, so double Ancient of Law. But no tech, so most likely going to see some Dryad action here, not bears. Ooh. No, okay. It's like double checking whose perspective I was. Still on Moon, so he did get the experience from that creep. Managing to sneak in that creep camp whilst Romantic is so nearby. Very impressive to be able to find that time whilst under that kind of pressure. Do you have the MK now? Looks like a little bit of an army split here. Romantic sending the Archmage to do some harassment, do some scouting. MK going to do some solo creeping on the other side of the map meantime. Bring in the militia. And same camp going down here. Romantic trying to get in there for the kill, but Sasquatch getting healed. And unable to get the last hit.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Okay, Romantic doing some harass on this Moonwell with the water alley. Did he cancel that? I wasn't paying close enough attention, but either way, he wouldn't have got much back for his troubles because it was so low in health. Took so much damage. Okay, we're doing some creeping with the Ancient of War here. Romantic coming in from the rear. An instant TP, not mucking around. One archer going down. Oh, second one actually was out of range from the Scroll Town portal there. And now Romantic notices it a little bit late, but a bit late than never. Down it goes. As you can hear, oh, spots the ward there and destroys it with the reveal. Nicely done from Moon.
Our warriors have engaged.
Meanwhile, we've actually got a keeper here running to Romantic's base. No, that is the real keeper. I was like, did he get a wand of illusion? But no.
Ah, the great outdoors.
More Dryads coming in. Romantic actually slightly above 50 food here, so he's got to be looking for a fight. And that's why he's just going to start swinging at the base. Up to 58 now with the units in production. Romantic trying to avoid, Moon rather, trying to avoid this lure going down. Getting some repairs in. And stalls enough for the rest of his army to arrive. Pops the chemical rage quite early. Ooh, Keeper gets out of position, takes some focus fire there, getting low, having to get out. Tangle. Nice formation of Dryads here, doing some good damage, but Dryads also going down. Dryads trying to focus down these rifles. Another tree is also getting in there for some good damage. Nice dispels. A little bit of focus fire on the Alchemist, but gets back to the Moonwells there. Not in too much trouble. Much as maybe in a different control group or something. Late to get out of the fight. Both of them going down. Level 3 Mountain King. I'm sure that's going to be level 2 Stormbolt. Oh, level 3 on the Alchemist though as well. Water Elementals instantly dispelled. Got some militia coming in here quite late though. Barely get to chip in for any militia damage. Maybe he's going to look for a tower push here. Romantic still above 50 food. Moon has ticked under it a little bit. There's just the Wisp there trying to dispel a bit of mana. No more Stormbolts for the moment for the Mountain King. So the heroes are safe right now. And Romantic just going to go to work, set up a shop. And try and knock down a couple of these Moonwells. Looks like Moon trying to get his... yes. I was going to say, they're trying to evacuate base, but Keeps him in there, coming from multiple angles. Pops the potion early on. I think he might have dodged a Stormbolt with that because the Mountain King's mana is a little bit low. It's going down on both sides. Food basically even at this point. And these rifles are getting picked off fast. He's only got 2 left, doesn't have that much piercing damage remaining. Moon definitely focusing on the rifles, but Stormbolt takes out the Alchemist in return. Thing is, without the piercing damage, Romantic's army just powerless almost against these Dryads. So a very interesting focus fire from Moon, trying to knock out all the rifles first, and now maybe he can get some real damage done. Try and knock out a couple of the priests. Fresh Rifle comes in. Fresh Rifle gets focused. Keep her way out the side at the moment. It's building the Ancient of Wonders, but doesn't have access to the potions yet. Try and knock out that last rifle, but the priest working hard to make sure it doesn't go down. Not quite. And interesting here, he's actually come out of his base. Maybe he's going for a tavern res, I'm not sure. But in the process, he's actually going to find a rifleman coming out of base, which does get a dry kill in return. But that was a super low health Dryad anyway, so not terribly important. And yeah, Romantic just he can't even really fight these Dryads. Just relying on his hero damage, and his peasants do a bit of blocking. Water elementals just get instantly dispelled. He's actually gone for Brilliance Aura level 2. So you can spam those Stormbolts. Notice is, you know, facing off against the Mass Dryad spam. The Water elementals basically free experience, maybe, you know, taxes Moon's micro a little bit, but that was unusual. He TP's out and the peasants don't go along with him. Maybe he set them to mine or something early on, so they weren't included in the town portal. Ready to brew. Or like unit selection. So Romantic now at 37 food to Moon's near 50.
The great outdoors.
So Moon's strategy clearly worked well, and I'm sure picking off those peasants also helped.
Our warriors have engaged.
Skew the food in his favor. Trent's being left to dispatch of the Arcane Vault at the base, and now Moon looking to do some creeping. Nearly level 5 on his keeper, I'm sure that's what he's aiming for. Dryads keeping tabs on Romantic's army, who gets level 4 himself off those creeps that he didn't need to creep earlier on. Left his like 50 health water elemental to shoot at them. And Trent's coming in from this side, scouting for an expo, but don't see anything there. So Moon's gonna be happy about that. Can continue his creeping up here. For the Renegade Wizard camp. What's he gonna get? Lion Horn of Stormwind, not too bad.
Your building is
1-1 upgrades for the Dryads, 2-0 upgrades on the Rifleman. Looks like he's upgrading the armor now. No more upgrades in the queue for Moon though at the moment. Neither of them going for the final phase of tech either. Go for this somewhat tricky camp here, but the Dryads' Venom Spears making it look easy, as well as the Treants in the front soaking up the damage. Ooh, Keeper of the Grove. Could be in trouble here. Stormbolt's coming in. Used a heal scroll there, I believe. Try and survive a little bit longer.
Our champion has fallen.
Goes down before he can get out. So a very opportune play there from Romantic. Knocking out the Keeper. Keeper was already level 5, so couldn't benefit from the experience. Moon looking to, you know, do some reconnaissance with it, maybe do some harass, but ends up paying the ultimate price, loses it right there. Nice Stormbot play. Romantic. Now the Dryad's running into the human base here, looking to harass these peasants. No towers up, or one tower, but it's not going to stop these Dryads, not that quantity of them at least. Shot goes down early. Now going for the Moonwells, going for the ones with the high mana as well. Good target. Alchemist looking to chip in as well. His Acid Bulb could be really nasty against all these peasants. Oh, TP. Pretty good reactions. Oh, but they couldn't get out in time. That narrow channel in and out of the base just didn't allow Moon to pull back early enough. So he lost 4 peasants. 4 peasants, or maybe... Okay. No mining time for an extended period though. In exchange for 3 Dryads, Town Portal as well. Not sure who came out trumps after that one. Oh, we've got a Potion of Invisibility on the Alchemist here. Romantic goes to the shop. Probably sees it's on cooldown in the shop. And gets a Dust of Appearance to try counteract it, try scout for it. Pops it right there, doesn't spot it. Alchemist has actually run down to the lab here. There's actually no scout farm here at the moment, so I'm going to spot the Zeppelin deployed.
The building is complete. Ah, the great outdoors.
Town Portal out. Okay, so double heroes in the Zeppelin going to come in for some harass just on their own. Good timing as well, whilst Romantic's trying to creep up. Looks like the Alchemist is out here to help with the fight, but not going to do too much. More elementals alone. Mining completely on halt. Acid Bomb done massive amounts of damage to all those peasants. Army finally working its way back now. But it's going to be a clean exit as well. Ooh. Nice Acid Bomb over the building. I think he's going to get 3 or 4 peasants for his trouble right there. Priest coming in trying to get the heal off maybe. Okay, 3 peasants go down there as well as a rifle. And yeah, thanks to the Zeppelin. Clean exit. From Moon. Looks like he's going to come back in. Might be a little bit greedy. Both players banking up at the moment. Sitting around 50. Zeppelin now for Romantic. Going to be useful as a scouting unit so he can spot the location of his opponent's Zeppelin. Maybe get some hits on it with his ranged units whilst it's over the trees. Moon avoiding it nicely there. And oh, this is a sneaky maneuver. Solo creeping this red camp with Dryads alone. Not sure where the experience level is on the Alchemist, but this might get him to 5. And get him some very nice items in the process.
Your building is complete.
Claws plus 12, okay. Not ideal, but a right click, you know, along with the Acid Bomb could be pretty nasty. Meanwhile, Romantic actually comes down here to creep, completely unawares in nighttime. But he could get a bit of a creep jack going himself. Oh, holding the line well though against the Alchemists. Trying to do some more harass and base. Just chemical raging out of there. Oh, and a little bit of a creep jack in response though from Moon. I think I heard 1 Dryad, maybe 1 rifle squad go down there, but overall net gain, you know, one of them spent the town portal, the other didn't. Okay, gold mine down. Tier 3 nearly completed for Moon. Maybe he's going to try Walker's mine over there. Does have Nature's Blessing. So it's going to have the high speed movement. So Moon, you know, around 60 food, but Romantic still at 50. Big disadvantage for him. Oh, nice dispel with his priest, making short work of those treants. I'm not sure. Both players just kind of sitting around. Romantic does break now up to 51. So he's going to make an all-in push. 120 left in his gold mine, so he's about to run out as well. Actually seeing a transition here into mountain giants for Moon. So they're going to be able to soak up a lot of rifle fire and dish out some pretty good damage against the rifles with their normal damage against the medium armor. So it should be a nice counter to Romantic's army. Romantic mobilizing the militia here. Looking to catch the tree as it tries to set up, I imagine. It knows that it's basically exactly what Moon wants to do. And it is set up. Hasn't completed entangling yet. And Moon pulling back here. 30 try fight for the gold mine here. Just gonna hang it out to dry. Basically even on food between these two. What have we got? We got 2-1 upgrades, plays 2-1 upgrades, so unusual that he would just abandon his tree like that. If he could force a, you know, town portal, keep his mine alive, it could be his path to victory. Instead he's going on the attack. Is he going to look for a base race here? Looks like it, but Romantic's not happy with that. Gonna town portal back himself. But Moon in a nice position here. Plenty of room to disengage. Oh, good dispel on the treants. In come the wisps. Ooh, no more mana on that MK. Oh, but he pots a potion. That was a greater mana. Straight back to the storm bolts. Level 5 as well. Those things are nasty. Taking a lot of damage on that MK early. Militia going down there. Pops the invul pot on the MK, focusing down the alchemist. Chemical rage out of there. Trying to get to safety. Still, the mountain giants in the front doing some good blocking. MK taking some more entangle. Some acid bomb rather, and orb of venom. So still staying on low health with an MK. Ooh, it's taking some more focus fire. Oh, it's so low. Gets Stormbolt in, but the entangle secures the kill. Now the alchemist getting low in response, but doesn't chase in, trying to knock out a little bit of the army instead. And he manages to use the staff of teleportation there to get out to safety. With a lot of mana in the Moonwell, so he's going to be able to heal up well following that. But, you know, did go for Chemical Rage over Heal Spray, so it does limit his healing a little bit. At the end of that fight, Romantic, though, still at above 50 food against Moon's 39. So he's still got the larger army. And managing to get the Mountain King starting to revive it. So honestly doesn't really need to fight this here. Could just wait until the MK's back. He's looking to push his advantage, picking off a Dryad. Mountain Giant's getting low. Oh, Rifleman also getting low income. The Treants, but they're a little bit more spread out this time. Going to be a little bit harder to dispel them. Rifles going down. Oh, nice pickup there from the Zeppelin. Picking up 4 low health rifles. 5 low health rifles, all on that Zeppelin. Level 6 on the Archmage, and he's gonna mass TP out level 6 on the Keeper as well, healing up those super low health mountain giants. So very impressive Zeppelin control there from Romantic. Keeping all of these low health rifles alive, that was really cool. Just hit level 6 just the right time to get out of there as well. Making, you know, the best of a situation. You know, he gets the Zeppelin to try counter Moon's harass, and now he turns it into keeping potentially like 4 or 5 riflemen alive that would have died otherwise. Very impressive play, and now the MK is back, so... Oh, it's looking grim for Moon. Nearly 15 food behind. Zeppelin goes down there. MK's back in action, stormbolting the Keeper straight away. A little bit of focus fire in return from Moon, but even these mountain giants having trouble absorbing all this damage. Mountain King, I thought he'd be firing off some stormbolts at these. Oh, there it goes. No. Actually, Brilliance Aura level 3, so the mana regen on the MK is insane right now. He should just be rattling off those stormbolts like it's nobody's business. Oh, what was that? Was that an accidental invul pot use from Moon? And now he's running out of the Tranquility range, so he doesn't even benefit from it fully on these mountain giants. Very unusual and out of character misplay there from Moon. Trying to get his Ancients of Laws involved in the fight perhaps. Knowing that he's a little bit behind in army size could make the difference. Okay, he's coming back in. Trying to, you know, chip away at long range, make the use of his acid bomb, a little bit of Dryad's long range fire. Dryad goes down though, those riflemen dishing it out. Oh, he's keeping the Zeppelin relevant, pulling the rifles back towards all the priests where they can heal safely. Very impressive Zeppelin micro. Another Tranquility activated there, but he gets stunned out of it midway. Doesn't get much healing from it. And mass teleport out here. Nope. Mass teleport forwards. Looking to put the pressure on these heroes, these super low heroes. Okay, he's still alive. Maybe not for long. MK's right up there in the battle. Nice dispel on the entangle. Manages to teleport out. Alchemist staying alive somehow. Moon keeping his heroes alive. Like super low health when he's like 20 supply behind. But I feel like this is just a inevitable win for Romantic. His army's just so much larger at this stage. Oh, and there we go. Keeper goes down to his long range stormbolt. And that's the game. Well, very well played from Romantic. This game was just back and forth. I never knew who had the edge. Very similar food, but some nice, you know, creep jacks going each way and some nice base attacks. Overall, Romantic though, just incredible micro on the Zeppelin, keeping all those riflemen alive, and I think that was really the difference in the late game. Keeping all those rifles alive allowed him to just have that extra bit of steam in the late game. Very well played by Romantic. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.